You guys are live on YouTube, so whenever you're ready to start, go right ahead.
All right, I think we were waiting for John, which it looks like he just showed up. Hey, John, how you doing?
Good, and yourself?
Good, thank you. Jason, are we all set to proceed?
We are.
All righty. Let's go ahead and call to order the Board of Appeals meeting for April 21st, 2021. If we can please take a roll call for the board members.
So noted.
And staff members present, please.
So noted.
All right, do we have any additions or deletions to the agenda?
No.
Okay. You're now at the part where we can take a look at the meeting minutes from January 20th. I'll look for a motion for the approval of those meeting minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
Support.
So we have a motion. It's been properly seconded. Is there any discussion on that?
Angie, 21
Okay,
Glenwood.
seeing none, if we could please take a vote.
What,
Oops,
Don?
I'm sorry, Don, I didn't hear you.
21 Glenwood. That one can be removed. That property's been demoed.
Okay.
Okay.
Angie, if we could go back up to the additions and deletions, if we could please remove 21 Glenwood, that'd be great. Thank you. As far as the motion that's on the floor, we have a motion to approve the meeting minutes from January 20th. It has been properly seconded. Is there any further discussion on that? Okay, Angie, if we could please take a vote.
Mr. Sims,
Yes.
Mr. Johnson,
Yes.
Mr. Blair.
Yes. Okay, motion passes. That'll bring us to
Mr.
our,
Blair. Thank you.
sorry, I had a delay. Yes. Okay, I believe that brings us to our dangerous building show cause hearing. The first property is 180 Upton. Is there anybody from the city, any citizens with us today?
I do not believe there is, Eric.
Okay. If anybody does log on, if you could please let us know, that would be great.
Yep.
At this point, we'll hear from city staff.
I logged
sorry, go
on. Pete Pontoni, I just logged on. Apparently the agenda I had didn't have all the information I needed, but I'm on now. I'm with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sounds good. Thank you for logging on. We are on property for 180 Upton Avenue. And at this point, we'll hear from city staff, please.
Thank you, sir.
180 Upton Avenue is a result of a structure fire with severe damage. It was affirmed as a dangerous building by our dangerous building officer. Would move to affirm it at this time.
Make a motion to affirm 180 Upton as written.
Support.
Okay, so we have a motion on the floor. It has been properly seconded. Is there any discussion on that motion? Okay, seeing none, Angie, if we could please take a vote.
Mr. Johnson,
Yes.
Mr. Blair,
Yes.
Mr. Pontoni,
Yes.
Mr. Sims.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. And I believe our next property was the one that was removed, 21 Glenwood. That brings us to our next property, which is 266 Oneida. If we could please hear from city staff.
266 Oneida was a result of a structure fire with heavy damage. Was affirmed as a dangerous building by our dangerous building officer. Would move to affirm it at this time.
Make a
Okay, I'll
motion.
entertain a motion.
Make motion to affirm 266 Anita as written.
Support.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor. It's been properly seconded. Is there any discussion on this property? Okay, seeing none, Angie, if we could please take a vote.
Mr. Blair,
Yes.
Mr. Pontoni,
Yes.
Mr. Sims,
Yes.
Mr. Johnson.
Yes.
Okay. The motion passes. brings us to our next property, which is 120 Lamora. If we could please hear from city staff.
120 Lamora was a result of a structure fire with damage, was affirmed as a dangerous building by our dangerous building officer. Would move to affirm it at this time.
Make a motion to affirm 120 Lamar as written.
Support.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor. It's been properly seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Angie, if we could please take a vote.
Mr. Pontoni,
Yes.
Mr. Sims,
Yes.
Mr. Johnson,
Yes.
Mr. Blair.
Yes. Okay, and that brings us to our last building, and that is 889 Columbia Avenue West. If we could please hear from city staff.
889 West Columbia is a commercial structure that was damaged by fire. Was affirmed as a dangerous building by our dangerous building officer. Would move to affirm it at this time.
Make a motion to affirm 889 West Columbia as written.
Support.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor. It has been properly seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Angie, if we could take a vote, please.
Mr. Sims,
Yes.
Mr. Johnson,
Yes.
Mr. Blair,
Yes.
Mr. Pontoni.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that looks like it concludes the dangerous building show cause hearing. At this point, we are moving on to new business. It doesn't look like we have any. Did anybody have any new business they need to discuss? Okay, seeing none. We are on to public comment, but it does not look like we have any public with us today, so we'll pass by that. Do we have any board or staff member comments? Okay, seeing none. That was quick and to the point, guys. Thank you for your attendance. And I believe that will conclude our meeting. So we are adjourned.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. I had a
Thanks, guys. Have a
question
good day.
for I had a question for staff, for one of the staff members.
Okay.